Hey guys, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk. Hey, listen, tonight is the Google Hangout. Kevin Thompson, Philip Young Jr., Jason Maglish, I think, is going to be on from Ponzi Tracker and Forbes Magazine. Lynn Clements, probably one of the number one most respected critics and advocates and professional witnesses there is in network marketing. I mean, he goes after everything. He hates Zeek rewards. He kind of liked the people. I watched him talking to him, but he hated Zeek, hated the business model. Okay, and then yours truly is going to be on there. This is going to be good because you're going to see opinions from both sides of the aisle. You're going to get it from Jason, who's going to tell you it's a Ponzi and here's based on the law why. And he's reported on this. We've put a lot of his stuff up. You're going to hear from Philip Young Jr., who's going to explain, hey, I'm representing the promoters. Here's what I think you should do and how you should make sure you're protecting your rights. That's important. You're going to have Kevin Thompson and Walt Burton, who are representing the victims, the net losers, not the net winners. And they're going to be coming at it from a different way, trying to get you to understand how you can get your money back. The one thing that I guarantee you they will all be on the same page with is that based on the laws, based on the case, Zeek Rewards is never coming back. And that's been some propaganda that's been going around the internet. That's not opinion. That's fact. So we're going to have facts. We're going to have opinion. I'm going to be on there. I've been covering the Zeek Rewards story more than anyone else in the network marketing arena. We started December of 2011. We're still at it currently. We've covered the pros and the cons, and we will continue to do that. But in this email or page or something that came out, it's disheartening to see the type of propaganda that people will put up. And this came directly, according to this email strand, according to the emails that were here, this came from Robert Craddock. The individual that sent this to me, I have full faith, said the truth. And it blows my mind. It's one thing when we don't agree. I've disagreed with Robert Craddock on several things, and some issues we agree on 100%. This is a crazy situation without a doubt. But it's interesting to see this garbage. Because in here he makes a bold-faced lie about Kevin Thompson, several. And I got to thinking as I pondered this, let me disclose, Kevin Thompson is my personal attorney and my corporate attorney. I've sent him clients. I believe he's one of the most articulate, and I believe that we share the same values and principles of wanting to make sure that network marketing, direct selling, and MLM is one of the most respected professions in the world. We don't even agree all the time on things. Boy, if you could be a fly on the wall. But I know where his heart is, and I know where he comes from. And when Robert Craddock wrote this, I thought, this isn't the Kevin Thompson that I know. And I know Kevin Thompson not just on a professional, but on a personal level. We have had dinners together. He's come to the island and vacation with his family, and we've gotten together. I'm telling you something. I know him better than most of the constituents inside the network marketing arena because of a personal relationship we have built. Here's what Robert Craddock writes. When I started ZTeamBiz.net and .com, Kevin contacted me and wanted to get access to the database. He offered to pay me for the data and place people below me in the program so that I would benefit financially. I told him he was a scumbag and questioned if he was an attorney, and my opinion still stands. All I can say is that I contacted the Tennessee Bar Association, and they said they did not have record for him. Kevin is trying to get his information, and a conference call will allow him to capture your information to pitch you on a different penny auction. I'm here to tell you the experts in this type of law all agree that Zeek did not sell any investment or security. It was not a Ponzi. Yes, Kenneth Bell is calling it that, and that is why he has legal process to go through. Please understand that Troy and Kevin have an agenda, and their past action do not appear to be in the benefit of this group. You know what? The past actions don't benefit Kevin or Robert Craddock and the Chosen 12. Of all the people that have covered this, I've covered the good and the bad. But here's where this is a bold-faced lie. And if Robert Craddock will lie about Kevin Thompson and distort the truth and the facts, what else is he distorting, and what facts is he covering up? This is what I want you to understand. Here's a first contact that was made by Robert Craddock, and this goes back to somewhere, I would say, in August, it looks like, is when this first came out. And it's Robert Craddock contacting Kevin. And this is why this is so important, is because when people don't have the information, then it's sad. And we see issues that come up. And when we see issues like this, it's terrible. This is Robert Craddock saying, Kevin, if I happen to send over to you, this is, man, I can't believe people do this, but this is what was done. He said, I own ZeemTeamBiz.com, and along with being a Zeek affiliate with over 2,000 people in my downline, Robert Craddock purportedly said I was a small person, didn't make a lot of money in Zeek. Listen to this. Along with being a Zeek affiliate with over 2,000 people in my downline, I also provided customers to affiliates. Nobody provided customers, they provided leads. There's a big difference in that. For their Zeekler penny auction, I noticed you represented Bitify and wanted to know if there was any opportunity to speak with you regarding similar services I provided for Zeek, but was unable to ramp up fully due to the closing. I work closely with Greg Caldwell. Greg has my utmost respect. I think he's a rock star of a guy. I think he's done phenomenally well at representing his clients worldwide, really. And he did wonderful for trying to take care of Zeek. Now here was the response, another response that came in right after that. Kevin, if I could direct a lot of Zeek people to sign up with your firm, what would be in it for me? Kevin Thompson didn't contact Robert Craddock. Robert Craddock contacted Kevin Thompson. Hey, does this sound familiar? Doesn't it sound like politics? Campaigning out on the road, trying to protect all those people that are paying you and funding your campaign. That's exactly, hey, if we can just spin the truth a little bit. We talked, but it was really him that did it first. It wasn't me. That's like saying, hey, the reason I had an affair is because she came on to me. I wasn't going to, wasn't thinking about it. This bunch of crap. Either have the balls to stand up and be responsible for your actions, or just go away. Because there are millions of people's lives at stake. And Robert, you can come after me. That's cool. You can go after Kevin Thompson. But the people's lives that you have because you're purporting a half-truth is just devastating. And as pissed off as they got it to Paul Burks and all that, I'd hate to be in your shoes when they find out the truth. But here's what Kevin responds. Robert, we're not asking for people to sign up with our firm. We're asking for people to sign up for a mailing list. We're providing the information for free. He goes on to state that, hey, if you're an internet marketer, you should help promote Zeek recovery site and get the word out there. Just wanted to know what was in it for him. That was it. See, that's the sad thing about this. Robert told a lie. One of the other lies, he talks about he's just trying to get people on this. In a Google Hangout, I think you can actually do it to where you got to sign in and all that stuff. But that Kevin Thompson has never sent anything out to anybody except updates on the Zeek Rewards Recovery deal. There are people that are in Robert's group and Kevin's groups, and they can attest to this. This isn't just me saying it. This is the truth. Tonight's call is from attorneys that have opposing views. They don't all agree with Robert Craddock. They don't all oppose him in some cases. See, every week Robert says a new lawsuit's going to be filed, a new lawsuit's going to be filed, a new lawsuit's going to be filed, but it's never filed. It's like that doggone television evangelist that says, send me more money and you'll be healed. You want to believe it's coming back. You want to believe that it can't be gone. It was such a great thing that everybody was there. It was going to work. We all wanted that. Let's be realistic. But it's gone. All that left now is to fight the clawbacks. And that's exactly what Robert represents. He represents an organization where there's a few people, not all, because he just sent out a response the other day saying, hey, we can't represent you guys on the subpoena even though you've donated money to us. You're going to have to pay our attorney for free or pay attorney $300, which, understand this, you pay an attorney $300 and he tells you what to send in, but now you got your filing fees if you get sued, because if you get sued, I think it's like $1,500 or so to get, and I don't know if that covers the attorneys, but you're about $1,500 to respond back. You got to get all the documentation. You've got to do all that. Then they're going to set up a deposition. Could be on the telephone, could be in person. Don't know. It depends on how much money you have, probably. And then you're going to set a court date. That's not $300 to represent you through the whole thing. That's $300 to stall the process is all it is. It stalls the process. You still have to respond. It's funny, too. Why would they have an attorney that's helping you to respond to a subpoena when in the beginning they were all saying you don't need to respond, throw it in the trash? They can't even get their story straight. I'm hot because it doesn't matter about me. It doesn't really matter about Kevin, but it does matter about all of you people. 2 million, a million of you that paid money in, somewhere like 800,000 that didn't get all your money out, 100,000 of you that probably spent most of that money because you're getting out of debt, paying off the house, getting back on your feet. Everybody could be seen as a victim, I suppose, from layman's. But if you're only getting half-truths and it's filling your head full of lies, and then this guy goes out and publicly lies about Kevin. He says, here's the other thing, says he's not an attorney. I don't know why people are just double, triple, stupid, dumb. I went over to the Board of Professional Responsibility of the Supreme Court of Tennessee, and guess what I found? I found Ward Burton. I found Philip Young Jr. I found Kevin Thompson. Kevin's been actively licensed in the state of Tennessee since 2005, graduated from the University of Tennessee. He has no disciplinary record, period. I challenge you to be on the Google Hangout tonight so at least you can hear from all kinds of people. I don't care if you support Robert 100%, and if he wins, great. If he one day finds an attorney that will finally sue the SEC and he gets all the rights back, because there won't be any money. But if he gets all the rights back to be able to go to the people that own the trademarks for Zeek Rewards and Zeekler and all that and sign a new contract and put together a new comp plan, because the old one is illegal. But if he puts together something new and he brings out the Zeekler 2, so be it. It isn't going to help you right now in your situation. So what you better do is have all the facts, be able to get competent legal counsel, and know what you're supposed to do. Because if you pass a deadline and you give up your rights, you're screwed, whether you were a net loser or a net winner. And that's something you need to think about. We will be putting up the Google, when we take this Google Hangout live at 5 p.m. Central, it will be on every page that I can get it up on. The YouTubes, you'll have links to it. We're going to have it over on Zeek, the Zeek legal documents page. We're going to have it on current Zeek stuff. Kevin Thompson's going to have it. Philip's going to have it. All the guys are going to have it up there. You need to hear what these guys have to say. I love this profession. Every time I think I can get out and build a business, I get drawn back in like this. But I love what we do. And you know what? You need this information. And then you need to disseminate. I've got friends on both sides of this equation. And they're hurting on both ends. They've either spent the money or they didn't get their money back. And in some cases, it's kind of funny. Somebody the other day said, you're a jerk. You know, you keep talking about money laundering. And it's like, I'm talking about money laundering from a legal deal. I had a lady today said, Troy, I sent $10,000 to my upline, and then my upline funded my account. Okay, the process of that falls inside a legal definition. Now that this is a Ponzi, hey, we got to investigate that for money laundering. Here's the other thing. A Form 8300 from the IRS is supposed to be filed by any person in a business transaction that well, really in the banks, they got to do it, period. But in business, any $10,000 transaction, that's supposed to be sent to the IRS. When it's not sent to the IRS, red flags go off, guys. This isn't some easy thing like you've been told. This is one of the most complicated cases I have ever seen, and I've looked through a lot of them lately. This is weird. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're in network marketing, act like it.